I can promise you that sometimes I take way longer shooting the thumbnail than actually the video itself. But I don't care because I'm a photographer, so I enjoy it and I get creative on my own at home. So I highly recommend you to have a home photography studio if you don't have it yet, because you can do whatever you want. You can do self-portraits, portrait photography with clients, you can do thumbnails like I do, and have fun with yourself. And guys, I do have a video I'm gonna link below in case you didn't watch it yet. You can watch it later, explaining how you can have your own home photography studio even in a super small place and super affordable with the minimal gear. So go check it out later. And of course, if you enjoy these topics about photography and creativity and some vlogs of my travels as a photographer, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button because I share videos every single week. So that being said, this video was long time overdue because I finally got my vlogging setup, and it's super minimal because my photography gear is already super heavy, okay? So I really wanted something super small I can carry every day, and at the same time I have more quality than the classic tiny cameras. I wanted a bit more than that because obviously I'm a photographer and I'm very picky with image quality. But at the same time, I didn't spend like crazy money. So I'm gonna tell you everything. I wanted a camera that records 4K without cropping the image, okay? And it wasn't that easy to find. And I wanted a camera that was full frame as well. Why? Because I'm very used to my Canon 5D Mark IV, which is full frame, and I just love full frame. I don't wanna struggle with noise when I'm shooting in low light situations. So I wanted something full frame for sure. And also, and most importantly as well, something tiny, not too heavy and not too bulky to carry around, because I promise you, I have enough with the 5D Mark IV. It's very big, very bulky, it's very bad for my back because it's super heavy. So I wanted something tiny, but at the same time, something that was better than these kind of tiny cameras for vlogging. I wanted something more professional without spending $3,000, okay? So I will tell you later which camera it is. And I wanted as well a lens that was versatile enough for me to be able to vlog. So it would have to be wide, quite bright as well, so it would allow me to shoot with a very shallow depth of field and with a little bit of zoom. And also not too heavy and not too bulky. As you can tell, I'm super picky. And I'm picky because of experience, basically, because my photography gear is so heavy and is very bulky, and that's fine because I'm a photographer, I'm a professional photographer, and it is what it is, guys. I cannot do anything else about it. But for vlogging, carrying already that heavy gear, I don't need another massive lens and another massive camera because otherwise my back is gonna suffer even more. And also I needed a tripod for vlogging, the classic tripod, but something also versatile and tiny. And obviously a mic, because sound, guys, is super important. So you really need a mic nowadays, but actually I have two, and I will explain later why I have two. And I'm gonna talk about as well about my camera bag for everyday carry, because I do have a Love Pro, which is massive. I'm not gonna carry that every single day, guys. So I do have a tiny backpack I'm gonna show you later as well for that, and that would be my kit, and I love it, and I hope you're gonna like it as well. And I'm gonna tell you as well why I chose everything, because I'm sure it's gonna help you a lot, because I went crazy myself checking YouTube videos from other creators to be able to decide. So I hope it's gonna help you. So let's start with the camera. Which camera I bought? I spent months to choose the right one, okay? I'm very picky. And I was checking so many videos from other YouTubers as well and other filmmakers, because this is the best way to check the camera quality, the one you want to buy or you have in mind. I trust others who do this as well for a living to choose my next gear. So I was checking, and I was very focused on getting a Canon camera, because if you follow my channel, you know that I'm a Canon girl and I've been shooting with Canon for over 14 years. All I owned was Canon cameras, and I wanted to carry on that way with Canon. And many people were telling me, other creators as well, Laura, come to the dark side and buy a Sony camera. I was refusing to that, not for anything in particular, but I don't know, I prefer Canon, and I was checking Canon. But to be fair, there was nothing as good as the Sony, I'm gonna tell you right now, for video, because the Canon, they were very bulky, then they had record limit, crop in 4K, so many things I didn't want. I'm not gonna renounce to all of that just to buy Canon, guys. So it's fine to own another camera brand, okay? This is a reminder for myself, because people on Twitter, other creators, they were telling me, Laura, a camera is just a tool. It's fine if you get a Sony, you know? And I was like, it's so true. I was just focused with Canon because it's all I own and I love it. And I carry with Canon always with photography because I'm very happy with my 5D Mark IV. But for video, I bought the Sony a7C. This camera is so damn beautiful, and a part of that is very tiny, very lightweight, is full frame, so it's very good under low light conditions. And guys, it records 4K at 24 frames per second, and it records 1080p at 60 frames per second and 120 frames per second. I wish it would record 4K at 60 and 120, but guys, you cannot have it all for under 3K, okay? Because I wanted everything, and then the budget was going over 3 grand. If you don't want to go on a budget over 3K, this is the best you can get. At least for me, is what I found, and I totally love it. I bought it this summer, so the last videos they were shot with this one. And so many of you guys are asking me many times which gear I use for my videos or for my photos, and I always reply, but many times I can miss the comment. But guys, I always put every single piece of gear I use on my videos, even the light I'm using right now. I put everything in the description of the video, and I also put as well discounts about things you may want or need for your YouTube channel, for your photography. So check always the description because you could benefit from it. And also as well, the Sony a7C, I forgot to mention, it has IBIS. For those who don't know, IBIS is in-body image stabilization, which means it's gonna be less shaky, the footage, when you are walking around and things like that. It's not impressive, okay? It's not an amazing IBIS, it's not the best, but you can have it all, as I mentioned before. It's not too bad, it's actually way better than my 5D Mark IV, because the 5D Mark IV doesn't have stabilization at all, and I couldn't vlog with it because I don't have flip screen and it's super heavy, so I don't have big arms yet, at least, to be able to vlog with that. So guys, I'm super happy with the Sony a7C. And then regarding lens, the same. I was very picky with the lens. I wanted to carry just one for vlogging because obviously maybe one day I'm not doing photography and I just want to carry my vlogging gear. So I wanted something super versatile, but recommended by other creators. I bought the 17-28mm from Tamron, and I'm super happy with this lens because first of all, it's super light. It's quite small to be a professional lens, and also when you zoom in and zoom out, it doesn't come out because the zoom is internal. So this is quite good because it doesn't get bulky. I really love this as well if you need to use it in a gimbal, for example. So I'm super happy with it also because the price is very good in compared to expensive Sony lenses or other kind of lenses. I think it's super versatile. It's the only one I have right now. That's why it's super minimal, my gear. But I may get the Tamron 28 75mm f2.8 as well from Tamron as well, because it's very affordable and it's gonna complement perfectly this lens. Because if I have these two, I can do travel videos perfectly, which I wanna do way more often. I came back to my travels just right now. And they are both very affordable, but if you are choosing just one, the wide one is enough. Because also the Sony a7C has like a feature called Super 35mm, which means when you put a lens and then you activate this feature, it's gonna crop the image like it would be a crop sensor. So you're gonna have a little bit more reach. So that's what I'm doing right now and it works perfectly. So for now I have one lens, and in the future I may get the other one, or in the near future actually, I'm not sure yet. But I'm super happy with this lens and with this camera because it's all you need. Let's go with the mic. Sound is super important, and if you've been checking on YouTube other creators how to do vlogs and things like that, like I used to do as well to learn, for sure you heard that sound is more important than image quality many times. I found myself watching travel vlogs from other creators and they are very like normal, no amazing quality, but the sound is good and I keep watching. And then I saw videos that the image is not bad and the sound is terrible, and I step back right away because it's very annoying. So mic is something you really have to get. So I do have two, and I will explain why. The first one, I'm sure you know, is this one, the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and this one is super good, guys. I'm sure you know it. Is Rode is a great brand for mics, but you should get something called Dead Cat, which is this. Don't buy this without this. I explain why. Because it happened to me already. I went outdoors trusting this mic, and when it's windy, it's a mic, okay? It's gonna pick the wind noise, and it's unavoidable. You're gonna have all the noise there, and you're gonna have to throw away the footage. It happened to me after recording a whole video because I didn't even realize I was a total beginner and I didn't know. And I can promise you that this does miracles because I've been in super windy places in the coast of Spain and with this was perfect. So this and this goes together. So this is very good for blogging, and even when you are going traveling or just blogging anywhere, it's good as well to record sounds because sounds are important. For example, you are doing a travel blog in nature and you want to record maybe the water of the river, the sound of the leaves with the wind, things like that, and yourself. So I think this one is a must for every blogger. But now, the one I use the most actually is the one I'm using right now, which is the lavalier mic. I do have the wireless Go from Rode as well, the same brand, and I'm sure you heard about it as well because everyone has it. So I have both the same brand, and the wireless Go, you can use it, I'll show you actually. You can use it just with the clip, so you don't need to attach a lavalier mic, okay? You can use the clip because it has a mic on it. So the mic is here, but because it's very bulky, I decided to buy a lavalier mic from Rode as well, which is for a smartphone. So then I had to buy as well the adapter, which is this cable here, to be able to adapt it to the mic. I'm gonna put everything below, so don't worry about that. I've been checking other videos and it's how I discovered this method because I really like to use lavalier mic because it's more discreet and it's not that bulky than this. And also, the lavalier mic for me is a must because many times if I record behind the scenes outdoors and the camera is far away from me recording me shooting with someone, you're not gonna be able to hear me. I'm not gonna be shouting to the mic which is attached in the camera. So I would wear the lavalier mic, which is next to me all the time. And also, another beginner mistake I did, I do have lenses that they are not as good with the sound when focusing because are photography lenses, not for video, even if they are great for video, but they're a bit more noisy. With this one, because it's over the camera, it's gonna pick every single noise of the camera, okay? And it did happen to me. I was hearing the focusing all the time, like moving, and it was very annoying. So with the lavalier mic, that doesn't happen. So the lavalier mic for me is a must, and this one as well. I use both, guys, so that's my opinion. Maybe you can do just with one, maybe just with the lavalier, or maybe with the Rode mic if you are not doing behind the scenes from far away or things like that. But for me, this one is very safe as well when it's windy outdoors. It has as well like a little dead cat for this lavalier, and it works very well. And now the tripod. I love this tripod, and it's the Mantis Pod from Piggy Tech, or however you wanna pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, which is this one. I don't know if it's gonna be focused or not, but it's super tiny. But I like it because you can be shooting at you when you are like just recording handheld, but then super quickly you can spread the legs if you are going to a restaurant and you wanna sit down and you wanna put it in the table and record yourself. While the Gorilla Pod, I'll show you right now because it's super heavy. There you go. It's massive. Okay, if you are just like that recording yourself and you want the footage to be smooth when you sit down somewhere, you would have to be locating the legs and locating the camera, and it's very, very annoying. Plus this, guys, is huge. I used it, but not as much as I thought because it's very big, guys. So now I think I'm gonna sell it. I'm not sure yet what to do about it because sometimes I use it, but barely. I use way more this one, and I'll show you a bit. This one, apart of spreading the legs for the table, which is very versatile, if you open it, if you record with your phone as well from time to time, you have here like a secret compartment where you can take this adapter for the phone. I think it's very handy. You see? You can put it here, obviously, and then put the phone attached if you record with the phone for Instagram stories or Reels or TikTok or whatever you want. And then you can put it back here. And then also, what I love about this one is you have this like that, which is quite good, but your lens is not too wide and you need more length towards your face. You can do this. You can just spread this. There you go. And if you see here, you open that and you can change this completely. You do like this, you put it here. I mean, I love it. And you have like a way bigger selfie stick to shoot yourself from farther, which is very, very handy. And obviously the camera goes here. It's obvious, I guess, but it's super versatile, super tiny. You can put it anywhere in your handbag, in your camera bag, in the pocket on a side. It's super tiny and super light. I love it. It's the only thing I use right now for vlogging. And the camera bag, the everyday camera bag I have right now. because I have a massive Love Pro, but it's to carry all my gear when I travel or when I go somewhere. But I went to Spain, and actually some of you realize about this detail. I was taking my Love Pro with me for all my gear, and I was taking a Manfrotto bag, very tiny, for everyday carry. And some of you noticed when I recorded footage and commented below, so well done for checking that out. I'll show you the camera bag. It's this one here. It's actually good looking as well, very minimal. I like it this way and black. So this one is the camera bag, and I'll show you why I love it. And it's because it has side access, which means many times when you have the backpack on, you just have to remove it and slide it and take the camera from here, which is very easy. You have a cube as well to protect the camera. You have it there. And the cube is removable. I'm gonna show you. And still you have a space here. So you're gonna be able to fit like one camera and even 3 lenses in this camera bag. And a drone, and I will show you later the pocket for the drone. But I'm gonna remove the cube. There you go. This one is the cube. And you can see here, there is a divider, so the camera is protected. So you remove the cube, you can just use the camera like normal, and it's quite spacey as well. But I like to carry the cube because I carry the camera here and the lens, and then I put it inside, and I still have a space here. I'm gonna remove here. And then you have still a space here, and the drone pocket, which is this one. For me, it's perfect because I can carry my camera, 2 lenses, and then, well, normally I carry just 1 lens because it's the vlogging gear, but when I want to carry my 5D Mark IV, sometimes I carry it here as well with 2-3 lenses and it fits, and here the drone. So it's very, very good. And as well, what I love about this bag, it doesn't fit a laptop of 16 inches, but it fits, I'll show you, my iPad Pro. Right here in the side, you can put it here, and it fits the iPad Pro perfectly, or a small laptop of 14 inches. So I think it's very good as well as a minimalistic gear, because if you want to travel and you don't want to carry your laptop and you have an iPad Pro to edit your photos, which I love editing photos on my iPad Pro with the pencil, it's super, super cool. You can just carry the iPad Pro in this camera bag with 1 lens, 1 camera, and the mic, and that's it. So I think it's very good for that. But also, the special thing about this camera, which for me is very good because I have so many problems on my back, is the fact that you can use it like a backpack, but also, if you don't want to use it as a backpack or you get tired after a while, you can use the handles, and it comes as well with a strap, so you can cross the bag around your shoulder. And I love this, guys, because many times when I'm tired of my bag, what I do is changing the position of the bag. I carry it on my hands, or I carry it crossed, because it's very, very good to change position because my bag is destroyed completely. So it's very good for that, and it's very tiny. The only con I would put to this bag is that I mean, I love Manfrotto, but everyone knows that it's a camera bag in a way, okay? So in the city, I love it. Traveling, I love it, depending on the travels as well. Now that I'm gonna start traveling solo, I want something even more discreet, guys, because I'm a woman traveling alone, and I'm gonna carry a lot of gear with me, expensive gear. I don't wanna go with a camera bag saying, hey, I'm a woman traveling alone with a lot of gear on my bag. So I may get another backpack. I'm still checking, but guys, the perfect backpack doesn't exist, because yes, there is amazing backpacks, but you're gonna need more than 1 most likely, guys, because I have my Love Pro, which I love to carry all my gear, and I use it all the time, and for the photo shoots as well. But when I carry a minimalistic gear, I carry that one. So you're gonna have to have minimum 2 backpacks, and I have 3 already, and I think I'm gonna get 1 more, because every backpack is different for every situation, guys. It has to depend on your needs. Again, this is super important, because even if you listen to my advice, if your needs are different, don't listen to me. You know, it's good because I'm telling you, okay, if you need this, buy this. But if your needs are different, it's good to know what I need myself, but don't buy it if you don't need it. So you're always gonna have to be very subjective with this. And please remember about my private community. I offer exclusive videos, resources, posts, and discounts of my resources as well. And I do offer mentorships, because so many of you are asking me via email, and I realize I'm not promoting myself enough. I do offer face-to-face mentorships, FaceTime, obviously, via laptop, webcam. And guys, I love doing it. I love meeting you face to face and helping you with your photography business or even with your YouTube channel. I met everyone from different countries and I love that, guys, because I feel like I'm making friends everywhere around the world. So guys, feel free to book a mentorship if you need it, obviously. And I do offer a very big discount if you are a member of my private community, but if you are not, you still can get a mentorship with me through my private community. You don't need to belong to it, okay? So that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like it because it helps me a lot, and subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and I will see you very soon. Big love. Mwah. Ciao.